Hello, this is Elaine Sugar, award-winning children's program facilitator and overall supporter of children's dreams. Welcome to the Empower Teen Self-Esteem podcast. We bring you ideas and resources that help teens shine and help ease parents' minds.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of Empower Teen Self-Esteem. I am Elena Perella. I'm a personal coach for high achievers, and I am the founder of Sentido Life Coaching. Today, I am filling in for Elaine Sugar. The guest of today is Yuri, and Yuri has a wonderful project that supports parents who have children with autism or other intellectual developmental disabilities. Welcome, Yuri.
Hi, hello, Elena, and hello, everyone who is watching. Nice meeting you.
It's nice to have you here. So, Yuri, tell us about your wonderful project. What is it about?
Okay, so where should I start? I probably will start with the story of mine, where I had this small little daughter when she was like 16 months old. I saw the first signs of autism, and I had the luck where my best friend and my co-founder, his wife, she's a behavior analyst, so he was on a daily basis telling me stories about autistic children that are being treated at his house and how his children are helping his wife to kind of explain them social interaction and etc. etc. And I saw that I have exactly one like this at home. And when I approached our healthcare system here in Israel, I was shocked that I needed to wait almost like 1.5 years just to start anything.
Yeah.
And this is something that not really worked for me, and I was looking for solution. Of course, Evgeny's wife, she was helping me a lot. On free charge, it's extremely expensive treatment and procedures. So I was hiring external specialists in speech therapy, occupational therapy, and we basically saw this opportunity to create something that will empower parents as well as specialists to act the first time they see something is off. So the first signs that they see, they would be able to perform a functional assessment of their child, no matter if it's autistic or not. And they will get a map of child development in comparison to normal development of a child. And later on, they can decide either they are going to approach a certain therapist or the platform will offer behavior analysis treatment therapies that can be performed by those parents at home. And this way they can compensate this 1 year, 1.5 year gap of not doing and just, waiting. This 1 year of uncertainty, I call it, where you basically expect from your child to become okay. Maybe it will happen. I mean, miracle happens, but I believe in action, and I believe that parents should be active at very early stage. And what we did was we developed a platform for a specialist at the first stage, and in our vision, we are converting this platform, the knowledge of the specialist, with clever algorithms, AI, and machine learning, into the parents that will suit, into the platform that will suit parents and help them take actions where needed.
Wow, that's it's very interesting. And what I like also is that in this way they shorten the period that I mean, you had to wait a year, more than a year.
Yeah, I mean, average assessment diagnosis is in the most developed country, which is United States, varies now between 3.5 years to 4 years. So if you take in the consideration that the government will pay you for the treatment or HMO will pay you for the treatment, so you need to consider this 2-year gap that somehow you need to recover from it, and it usually pushes one of the parents to stay at home because child is grown up, you know, and there can be many difficulties in behavior and in general development, you know, and social skills of the child. So I was lucky to start at very early stage because I had the awareness, and I may be kind of showing off, you know, but my daughter, she's 5 now, and she's going to the regular kindergarten. She's a girl, so she has even friends, which is was one of the most important parts for me, that she's social, and I believe she now reach her regular development. Okay, of course she's high functioning, and some people say that maybe she's not autistic or something like this, and some neurologists say that she's not. It's not the point. The point is basically how can we accelerate our children at very early stage by supporting them and giving this boost of you know, when the brain is still flexible. So even those hard cases for low functioning autistic children can become you know, they can gain some skills that will help them in everyday life, which will ease the burden of the parents and daily basis, because I saw families with, you know, boys 24, 21 years old who are behaving like 3 years old and still need a diaper and have like angry issues. So it's tough situation. It's extremely tough situation for those parents who need either to send them to some locked facility, you know, and you need to tear your heart apart and give your child to somebody else. And from the other side, you know, it's something that you live in danger in your house. So it's a huge dilemma. It's depression. This is something that you can avoid or at least improve your children's performance by loving them, by, you know, providing all the treatment and doing this boost at the most early stage you can do. And don't be lazy parents. This is what I say.
Exactly. Yeah, because the earlier you see the problem, the earlier you can find the right treatment, and so your children can have a better life, and you as a parent as well. So it will prevent a lot
both ways. 100%. Yes. And I mean, this is my vision in life, you know. From now on, the only thing I do is I support her in most of the adventures that she's trying to do. Some of them are dangerous, so I try to kind of, you know, explain, doing I believe in love of the children and giving them the option to express themselves, and I don't know, just let them have fun, you know, when they reach the point.
Yeah, and have fun with them. Enjoy the process.
Yes,
I would say,
yes,
because it's. I mean,
don't be, you know, like weekend parents or something like this.
Exactly. Yeah. And about your platform, what a parent has to do. I mean, do you have to register, and then from there, what you can.
The current platform is more suitable for a specialist. Okay, so it's dedicated to a treatment centers and solo practitioners. However, we design it in the way that even now the parents can be connected to the platform. They can be, I don't know, take a part in it, like I did with my wife, because we didn't have money to pay for, million of therapists.
Yeah.
So we've been doing this on our own, a few hours a day. Of course, I mean, the ideal state it's 8 hours per day, like by the book, but
Yeah.
you know that it's not possible. And with the guidance of certified specialists from remote and with correct training, there are tools inside the platform that parents, they can do this, do those therapies on their own, and I mean save money and time, and be guided by some specialists from remote. And as I mentioned before, our vision is to make it fully automated for those who are in need. But our preference will be always that somebody qualified will guide the process, or at least provide feedback. This is what we recommend.
Okay, that's great. And I mean, these treatments are safe. I mean, they are validated.
I mean, it's proven. I mean,
Yeah.
of course, if I don't know, you can go on the street and the brick will fall on your head and you will die. So
Exactly.
situation happens. What this is why we have. I know it's a trend now in States and also here in Israel. This is what, because of the shortage of the specialists and their location in, like in central cities or capitals or whatever. So even in Israel, where situation is not so bad, like in Europe, even here we know a lot of cases where like missing hundreds of specialists, especially in the southern part of Israel, where those who are working with our tools, they're providing this treatment from remote, and parents are more active, or they are looking for therapists in local area, which are more easier to find, that someone who will lead the process. And the applied behavior analysis, it's proven scientific method which is used in the United States and even has like a federal insurance coverage for $36,000 in the US. But still, it's only 40% who can to complete another $30,000 a year, which is a lot of money.
Yeah, indeed.
So in those cases, at least I'm telling my personal point of view. I mean, I would if you don't have any option, you will be this parent who is doing this treatment at home, and this is the worst case scenario. But in case it happens, it is doable. It is doable. You can, with patience and love to your child, you can improve everything. I don't know at certain stage that you can do, but at least you will kick the process, okay? And you will understand that something is off and you need to act, and maybe you find some people when you know you need to do something, you pushing it towards, and you're doing it. At least this is my motto of life.
Yeah. Yes. And what was your biggest challenge in all this with your daughter?
The challenge is, I mean, personal challenge or as a company? Personal challenge.
Both.
Yeah. Personal challenge was that, as you can hear, I'm a Soviet child. Yeah. So I have all those like inherited failures embedded in me from my parents. All those expectations that you need to be either a doctor or engineer, and there is no other choice, and the rest. So those were my expectations from my daughter at the early beginning, and for me to basically understand that I'm completely mistaken, it was a stage in my life that me and my wife, because she's from the same neighborhood, so we kind of sat together, and when we realized that we can manage a conversation with our daughter, it was probably one of the happiest days in my life. And we sat together, and with tears in our eyes, we said, okay, so we get to something, and whatever she chooses, we are going to support her, and we are going to give her everything we can in order she will succeed in anything that she's choosing. Okay, so this was one of the main difficulties, which is related to who I am. It's basically to change the person. So I know that I was a different person, performer, pusher, running with the flag, the best at work. And after my daughter was born, I mean, I'm completely different person. It's changed my life 100%. And if you talk about like a business aspects of difficulties, is the whole part which is like it's not sexy business to deal with. Yeah, I mean, autism, it's not cybersecurity or any type of startup that will make you rich instantly. Okay, however, there is a lot of money in it, and I mean, budget for autism treatment in the US, it's like close to $300 billion a year. So yeah, I mean, not everything goes to the software. I'm just,
No.
just to put on scale. It's a huge market. It's not developed in Europe for certain reason, because of the how should I say, people are maybe more conservative.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there is like more drug treatment, like psychedelic drugs that you are feeding your child, rather than finding the root cause and dealing with like behavior problems or emotional problems. I mean, drugs is like is last case scenario if you want to feed your child with psychedelic drugs. I mean, you should try it first, and later on, do it to the children, because I mean, so there are difficulties, of course, in raising funds, because you need to find like-minded people. Yeah?
Exactly.
You need to find investors who are related to the field, and we've been lucky. We even attended the Shark Tank.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we tried everything. So failure is not an option in our case. This is our like motto in the company. We do everything to succeed, and we've been lucky to find an amazing person who supported us. I mean, he has the ability, he has the relation, and when it match, I mean, it's a perfect situation. So we are really grateful for what he does. I mean, to our company, to connection that he made, to like a weekly meeting of super extreme busy person that he does in order to mentor us, and guide us. It's something that nobody else wanted to do. And I mean, so you need to find those parents who lived your life. Okay, and this is what I'm telling to all my friends and whoever I meet. Those who didn't have like a child with some developmental difficulties or any kind of disorder would never 100% understand the one who does. Okay, and this bond is created like instantly when you share your story to person who lived it. So it's very easy to kind of I don't know, to get connected on the certain part of your life that you kind of live, and they know those people who live. I mean, we have high executive from Salesforce on our advisory board who moved from Paris to Israel because they didn't have treatment over there for his daughter. So I mean, this situation where even money is not a problem, when you have money, you are a rich guy, but still nothing you can do, and you cannot find any suitable education for your child. You cannot find any suitable school to go to, or some activities. And then what you do? Like, I've been to Austria, I spoke with the person over there, and I mean, it's just nightmare. There's one treatment center. No, it's true. I mean, those poor parents, what they can do. I mean, so they sit and they look at their children. They have like regression, or they feed them with the drugs that they will be like, I don't want to call them vegetables or plants or something like this. I mean, this is frightening. I'm lucky that I'm stationary in a country that does have the treatment, that does have the option, government support, etc. But I mean, we are here for those parents who don't. And we had cases where we did kind of research, a questionnaire of parents with children in autism. And we had this girl from, I think she was from Moldova or something like this, who wrote us in the early beginning. We didn't have anything, we just had the idea. So we were doing like questionnaires online in the groups and stuff. And she wrote like this. She say like, God save you, whatever you develop, I'm here to try it first. This is what she said. Because I mean, and she's willing to pay, and she's willing to do everything, because she said, okay, we have a treatment, but it's like in capital city, and it's 4 hours drive from where we are, located. So I mean, it's impossible what you can do.
I mean, there are so many obstacles in this field, but I am glad that you had this wonderful idea and created this platform, because you are actually opening a door for so many people that are living with this issue, and now they have the opportunity to help their children and so themselves find an alternative, a valid alternative, so that the things can get better.
Yes.
Okay. And
this is why we did it.
The vision. Yes. And where can people find you?
I mean,
you have a website.
We are on the web. We are on the web. I mean, as I mentioned before, the current platform is for specialists. So if they have if they find remote specialists, he can guide the parents through our platform, and he can prepare the treatment plan, etc., so they can perform at home. This is something doable.
And what is the name of the platform?
It's called BPAUS, and it's Best Practice Autism Solutions. So the meaning of it. I know we are getting a lot of feedbacks that it's an annoying name, but everyone somehow remembers it. So we kind of
catches the attention.
I mean, we kind of say, okay, so we probably choose like not so good name, but it's annoying so many people, so they remember it.
Perfect. Okay, thank you so much, Yuri, and I thank you for this conversation. It was very helpful, insightful. Thank you for sharing.
Of course, no problem.
And thank you.
Of course, I mean, if there are parents who are looking for advice or just want to chat with me, they can find me on the Facebook or on LinkedIn or whatever. I'm this kind of person who likes to help other. So feel free to contact me and ask me any questions. So I will do my best to answer everyone and help as much as I can.
Perfect. Thank you. So you've heard it. Contact Yuri and give your child and yourself a better chance. I thank you for watching.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Empower Teen Self-Esteem. Please follow Kids More Sugar on social media. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel to show that you support this content. And you can visit our website at kidsmoresugar.com to learn more about our free online kids program. Thank you.